Chief. I'm your host, Karyn Parsons. We're cooking on the set of Mommy in Chief. We're going to show you dads and kids how to prepare a fancy brunch for mom at home. Chef Mark McLean of Remarkable Cuisine is here to show us how to do so. Welcome, Chef Mark.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
We've also invited father and daughter Louis and Yuri to help us with this special Mother's Day brunch. Okay, so what are we making today?
We're taking French toast to another level. We're making a cereal crusted French toast with a fresh berry compote.
Okay, that's what we had going over here.
And to get started, we're gonna have Yuri crush up our cereal for our French toast. Do you think you can put some muscles on this and crush this for me?
She can do it.
There you go.
Oh, she can do it.
Go crazy. And I'm gonna have Louis.
That's a good job.
I'm gonna have you break a couple eggs into the mixing bowl, okay. And we're gonna start to make our custard for the French toast.
You can break eggs at my house anytime.
So that's what we're doing. These two are milk and one is cream. So it's 2 parts milk to 1 part cream, and we're gonna add those all right in. Yes, this is our batter. So we're gonna dip the French toast in this.
And you call it custard?
Sort of, kinda. It is a custard because you're using eggs.
Oh, okay.
And now what you can do is you can take the whisk and just whisk them all together. We have French bread.
That's great. So we French bread.
Yes, and instead of buying a, the bread pre-sliced, we're gonna cut this to our desired thickness so we get like a nice thick piece of French toast.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I've never had French toast from French bread.
Now it makes sense.
Strangely enough.
And the smart thing to do is cut it nice and long.
You haven't either, Raven.
You cut it nice and long on the bias, so you have like these, instead of having short pieces, which kind of jip people, you get like a nice long cut slice. So mattering how thick somebody wants it, I think that's a great piece.
That's hearty.
So our steps are, we're going to go from the custard into the cereal, right into the pan. And all I'm going to do in the pan is put a little bit of butter and a touch of oil, because
why oil and butter?
We want butter for the flavor, so you have a little more richness if you don't have enough already. So yeah, you're going to dip each side and then you go right to the cereal. And if you want, you can definitely let Yuri do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your pan nice and hot, ready to go. And then we're gonna get a nice crust on it. You see that?
I love it. Yuri's like, ew.
There you go. And you can drop them in here. That's just not to let kids drop that in there.
She needs a napkin.
So we're gonna let these brown on both sides. We're pretty much letting the custard cook a little bit. And we want a good crust, because then when we're gonna put our berries on top, we want to actually to soak into the bread. We want it to be like on top, so it's part of it. We have a lot of different flavors going on. I'm gonna cut up a couple strawberries because mothers love strawberries.
It's part of Mother's Day.
It's part of Mother's Day.
Yes, brunch and strawberries.
So we said we're gonna make it restaurant style, so we have to plate it and then put it in front of mommy like, she actually is at a restaurant. So we're going to put each piece in the middle. We have our syrup. On top, 1 more berry. She's our mom. Okay, and to top it off, a little whipped cream. Oh, there, and a little there.
Nice.
And another strawberry.
Beautiful.
Who's trying to see? I was gonna say if it's not really that good, it's definitely the custard.
Oh, really good. See, going back to that French bread, French toast thing, that part right there is so delicious. Well, this was incredible. Thank you so much, Chef Mark, for showing us this. Because I know I can make this now for myself and my family, but you guys can make it for your mom, right? Yes. You can do it for your wife?
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much, Yuri and Louis, for being here. Thank you, Chef Mark. Can you tell us also how we can find you?
If you guys are looking for me, you can find me at www.remarkablecuisine.com.
Remarkablecuisine.com.
Yes, indeed. And all my information is on there, contact forms and everything.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. For all recipe information on the dishes you saw here today, log on to our website at MadameNoire.com/mommyinchief. We've listed everything you need to know to prepare mom this fabulous brunch. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at MadameNoire and like us on Facebook. And you can always find me on Twitter at Karyn_Parsons and sweetblackberry.org. Blackberry?